welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. My name is Natalie Michelle and I am Styles by Natalie Michelle on Instagram. Today's video is my take on the beautiful Cleopatra. I decided to get a little creative and see if I can do a version of the sexy, sultry lady that is Cleopatra. And although I'm not going anywhere with this look, and Halloween for me is pretty much canceled this year, probably is canceled for most people, I just decided I wanted to get creative and do a little version of the beautiful Cleopatra. So this is what I came up with. I hope you guys want to follow along and see how I created this look. Before you do, you guys know, make sure you subscribe, support your girl. Make sure you hit the bell button so you can get notified on all my future videos. And make sure you like this video if you like it. Leave a comment down below if you're going to be Cleopatra or anything else for Halloween, or if you're even doing anything for Halloween. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into today's video. All right, are you guys ready for this transformation? I think I am. I think I'm set. I think I have all my stuff. Let's go. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is definitely our eyes. And the reason for this is because I'm using a lot of black and I'm using a lot of sparkle. So if anything falls down, I'll be easily able to clean it up. And we're gonna do some heavy contouring today. Yeah, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna go in with is definitely a primer for my eyes. I'm going to start by using my Anastasia eye primer for the eyelids. And I'm just going to apply this all over the eyelids so that we're nice and primed. Make sure you guys are really taking this out, because wherever we're going to have eyeshadow, we need to make sure that we have a nice base. So I'm actually taking this kind of up into my brows and all around. We're going to put on a little bit of concealer as well before we get started, so we'll do that after. Okay, next I'm going to go in with my Nars. This is my Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the shade Light 1 Chantilly. And I'm just going to apply some just down below. I'm not going to do my full concealer. I'm just mostly applying it in the corners because I know this is where it's like the hardest to go in after your eyes are done. Okay, so I think our eyes are set. The next thing I want to do is my eyebrows. I do want to do these first because I want to get a really sharp eyebrow, so therefore I want to use concealer to carve these guys out. So I'm going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in dark brown. This is obviously much darker than my hair color because I'm going to be wearing a wig that is pretty much almost black. I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow brush, the one with the little spoolie and the little angled brush on the end, and we're going to use this to go into our pomade and start shaping out these brows. Take a little bit on my brush. I'm going to comb through my hairs. And I'm going to start right on the bottom. I'm just going to follow my natural brow shape. When I get to the end, I'm going to take it out a bit more rather than bringing it down, because I think Cleopatra had some pretty amazing brows, and we definitely want to create the look of going upwards, right? So I'm just going to basically take it straight out. Okay, so in order to get these a little bit sharper, because you can see I kind of got a little wobbly and messed up some parts on the side, I'm going to take my MAC 195 brush. This is a concealer brush and it's got some pointy bristles. So this will really help me to carve out. And I'm just going to take a little bit of my Nars concealer again. And then I'm going to go in with this brush here. And we're going to just shape these up. So I'm just going to start at the top. And just clean that up. And I'm just going to take a little bit underneath. So this is why you want to do your brows before you do your eyeshadow, because you don't want to mess up your eyeshadow carving your brow. I'm wondering if anybody's even doing anything for Halloween this year. I mean, I'm obviously not doing anything, but every year it's so fun to do Halloween makeup looks. Like, even if you're not going to go anywhere and do anything with it, it's just fun to get creative and see what you can come up with. Let's move on. I look so different with super dark eyebrows. This does not match my hair, but that's okay because we have a wig. But like, yeah, no. Okay, let's set our eyelids. Did we get any creasing? A little bit. Buff out any creasing you got, if you have some. If not, that's good. I'm gonna go into my Sultry Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. You could honestly use anything that matches your skin tone. I'm gonna go in with this fresh color. This is a bone color, just to match my eyelids. Fluff it all over. Doesn't have to be anything great. And then for this look, I am going to be taking the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. And it's the first Jaclyn Hill palette that she did, not the second one. And we are going to use a transition color. I think I'm just gonna blend kind of these two together. Probably, what is this? Silk Cream and MFEO. These two together. I'm gonna take this fluffy brush and I'm going to put it in the crease. Okay. And definitely take your eyeshadow out, like past your brow, because we're gonna be using a wet makeup removing wipe, and we're gonna be like making this exaggerated line, basically. Exaggerated line. Can't English today. So take it out. Don't be afraid. This is Halloween makeup, so it can kind of be crazier than you'd normally go and do eyeshadow. I think that's the biggest thing for me too, is like, I'm pretty like everyday with my makeup. I don't go like too crazy. I try to do looks that are easy and achievable and you can wear them for like multi-purpose occasions. For me, I'm like so basic. So for Cleopatra's blue eyeshadow, we're going to be mixing. So we're going to be mixing this color right here, which is Pool Party. And then we're also going to mix it with Twerk. So what I would do is I would put this one down first, all over the eyelid, wherever you want the blue to be. And then we're going to take this color and we're going to place it on top of this color to get the perfect blue shade. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my Jaclyn Hill brush, this one here. And what is that, JH41? Yeesh. JH41. So we're going to go into Pool Party, like I said. And we are going to place this on the inner part of our lid, on the actual part of our lid, and then we're going to take it up towards the brow to really pop this eye. I'm going to make it very exaggerated. I'm so scared to take like eyeshadow up to my eyebrows. Like, why am I so scared? Now for the next part, I'm gonna go back with a Sephora collection brush. This one's a little bit denser and has a tapered bristle. And I'm gonna go into the palette and I'm gonna kind of grab probably Soda Pop and Mocha just to kind of get the brown base there, and then we're gonna deepen it with Abyss. So these colors here. And we're gonna stick this on the outer crease. So I think I'm gonna go in with Mocha first and just kind of get where I want this to be. And then Soda Pop. I'm gonna take MAC 217 and just kind of use this to blend because I can't really blend with that brush. Yeah, I like it. Okay, we're doing something right. So I'm just kind of flipping between this denser brush and this little bit more fluffy brush just so I can get the blend right and so that I can get the definition right. So I'm going in with Abyss now. And we're just gonna basically darken this up as dark as we can get it. Okay, I'm also taking this 217 brush, and while I'm deepening up the outer area, I'm also opening up my eye, looking up, and I'm kind of deepening underneath the corner of my eye, but on the lower lid, like this, and then that will really help me when I'm carving out with the makeup wipe. We're gonna go back and do the under eyes a little bit later after we've done our foundation, but we have to make sure this part's done before we do the makeup wipe part. Okay, so I think that's pretty intense. I'm just gonna go back in with my JH41 and dip back into Pool Party and Twerk and just go over a little bit where the black didn't quite reach and where the black might have accidentally got on the blue. For me too? Oh my god, yes, can I have that? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, I eat this before you guys foundation.
Like how I bought you Rock Mary Rock. I didn't get anything for myself.
You didn't? Do you want the other half?
Yeah, I already.
The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Jane Iredale. This is my 24 karat gold dust shimmer powder, and it is in the silver, not the gold. We're going to use the gold one later, but this one is the silver. Okay, and we are going to grab our 24-hour glitter gun, and we're going to put a little bit of this on our finger. And we're just going to place this all over the blue. I can never get into the corners of my eyes when I have nails. So I'm going to grab my JH41 again. I'm going to dip into the sparkles. Like so. And place them on top of the blue. And pray they stick. Now we're going to go in with some makeup wipes. Just wrap it around your finger like this. And we're just going to clean up. I'm pretty happy with that. So we are going to come back to the eyes after. We're going to do a quick foundation. I'm going to mix together my Fenty, this one with Nars. This is my Natural Radiant, and this is GOBI or GOBI, not really sure. but it's a little bit too late for me right now, and it's a little too yellow, and this one's a little too dark for me, but it is neutral, which is what I need. So this is my Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation, and this is in the shade 280. So to mix them, I'm going to put some of this on the back of my hand and some of this on the back of my hand. And I'm going to take my JH03 brush and I'm going to mix them together on the back of my hand. Might be slightly too dark, I'm not sure. Okay, now we're gonna do a little bit of an intense contour. So I'm gonna take my Nars Radiant Concealer in the Chantilly that we were using earlier. And then I'm also gonna take my Smashbox Studio Skin Flawless 24-Hour Concealer. And this is in the shade Deep Neutral, and I'll be using this to do the contour. So for the contour, I'm just going to be taking a little bit and I'm going to be placing it on my cheekbones. I'm going to be placing it down the sides of my nose, and I'm going to be placing a little bit on my forehead, but like I said, I'm going to be wearing a wig, so don't really need it up there, but just for the sake of a full contour, I may as well just do it. Over here just to look a little more defined. And then just look under my eyes. And up on my forehead. Right here. And a little on the chin. That should be good. Next, I'm going to go in with my, this is a Sephora in the Milk collection. Doesn't have numbers, but it was part of a set as well. And this one is the angled one. And I'm just going to be using that to buff out this contour. And then again, part of that little collection, I got this little angled brush as well, and I'm going to be using that to just buff in my nose. I'm going to take a little bit of my Nars and just run this down the middle. Just so it can blend in. I'm just buffing out some of the harsh lines. So just wherever you see some harsh contour lines, just take your sponge and just keep buffing out. Cool. Okay, now we want to set everything. I'm going to take my Sephora powder. This is in the shade Warm Porcelain, and it is the Matte Perfection powder. And I'm just going to go in with a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go over everything. Okay, and then I'm going to take my bronzer. I have my Hoola bronzer, and I'm going to take my JH05 brush, and I'm just going to deepen the contour with my powder. So going over the cheeks, going over the nose, and of course the forehead, and a little bit of the jawline. I like to use a bit of a fluffier brush to do forehead. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of my Fix Plus spray and just give myself a little bit of hydration. with my MAC blush, and this is in the shade Raisin. And I'm going to take my Morphe, this is my M405 blush brush, and this is really dark, especially for my skin tone, so ever so gently I am just brushing this onto my cheeks. And then we're going to bake. So I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to take my little e.l.f. sponge, but just do this underneath the eye, along the side of the nose, and then just kind of like leave it like that. Okay, so let's go back to the eyes now. I'm going to take my Annabelle White eyeliner and I'm going to put this right into the waterline. Now for underneath the eyes, we're going to go in with the Gilded Gold palette. And we are going to go in with the Ultra Gilded, this beautiful gold shade right here. And we're going to place that underneath the eyes. So I'm going to get a little tiny brush. So this guy out of my Sephora brush set, super, super, super tiny little brush. And we are going to place this underneath the eye. So as you guys know, because I have to intensify everything on this look, we are going to intensify this gold even more by using our Iredale 24 karat gold pigment. So before on the blue part we used the silver, and now on this part we're going to be using the gold. Okay, so grab your loose pigment and then go back and grab your 24-hour glitter guard that I'm going to struggle putting on again with these damn nails. Okay, and then grab a little bit and put it underneath the eye, right over top of the gold. Okay, and then grab your little brush again that you were using to put the gold on, the Gilded Gold, and now we're going to put on the 24 karat gold. So you can see how that just intensified the gold. All right, and then we're gonna go in with a little bit of black underneath the outer sides of the bottoms of the eyes. So I'm gonna just take my pencil brush. This is the 219S pencil brush from MAC. And I'm just gonna go in with the black eyeshadow. I'm gonna go back in with my Sephora brush that's a little bit fluffier but tapered. And I'm gonna put a little bit more black again on the outer here. I'm gonna take a little skinny brush. This one is Morphe M210. And I wanna put something underneath the brows. And I'm probably just gonna put a little bit of the Inlight. Yes. Good. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe away my baking. I'm gonna go in with the Jaclyn JH07 brush. Just wipe away some of this baking. All right, so I am going to be using my Hard Candy Walk the Line liquid eyeliner for this, and I'm just gonna start usual by placing a line like so, and then I'm going to be making a huge wing for this look. Okay, we're gonna take a break before we go back to working on this corner eyeliner stuff. And we're gonna go in with some highlighters. So I'm gonna be taking the Becca Prosecco Pop, and I'm gonna be taking the Milani, this little trio Rose Glow, and I'm gonna be taking Pearl, and I'm gonna be mixing them together. I'm gonna take my JH09, and I'm gonna be mixing Prosecco Pop in with Pearl. And I'm going to take a littler brush. What is this? Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's got like two sides. It's got like a little fluffy side and it's got like a little dense side. And I'm going to take the denser side and do my nose. Today for my eyelashes, I'm going to be using the Tatti lashes, the collaboration with Jamie. And these are the TL Jamie 2s. I'm going to take a black pencil. This is my NYX black eyeliner. Yeah, it's just a black eye pencil from NYX. And I'm going to tinker with this a little bit more. Especially, oh yeah, Okay, the black pencil is a lifesaver. Because my main issue was just that it wasn't straight, like my eyeliner wasn't straight. Which I knew it wouldn't be just because like this section of my eyes is like bumpy. I need some mascara. I'm going to use my trusty Loreal mascara. Before I put on mascara, I'm going to give myself a little spray. So I've got the Dominique Cosmetics. This is the hydrating spray, and it's Ultra Hydrating Fine Mist and Setting Spray. All right, you guys, so I completed my mascara, and obviously I did my lips and I put on my wig and my headpiece off camera. So just so you guys know what I used for my lips, I mixed two lip liners together. So I used the Gerard Cosmetics, and this is Melrose Place. And then I also deepened the lip liner a little bit more with Spice by MAC Cosmetics. And then for the lipstick, I used Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW. So this beautiful natural pink, it's like a nudie pink color. And I used this on my lips. And then to complete the look, I just used the lip gloss by Charlotte Tilbury. And this is the Pillow Talk. So I just add a little bit more shine to the lips. This is what I added. And then just to complete the look, I'm gonna spray a little bit more of my hydrating and setting mist by Dominique Cosmetics. And the look is complete. I hope you guys loved following along today, and I hope you guys will recreate this for your Halloween costume, if not this year, maybe next year. But yeah, if you guys aren't being Cleopatra, let me know what you are being for Halloween this year. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you again so much for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.